So in this video I'm going to show you how to farm VC with my league um, in NBA 2K15 on PC. Little disclaimer before I start with the guide. Um, Basically this method you have to leave your PC on all the time. So it could result in a higher electricity bill. But if you don't really mind paying more for your electricity, you could actually farm VC from work or from a party or at a friend's house or when you're on vacation or whatever. Basically, the only things you need for this is an Android smartphone or iPhone, but this guide is specifically for Android because I don't own an iPhone. You need a Google account. You need the Google Chrome browser at home, and you need mobile internet connection with your phone. Um, if you don't have that, you might be able to use your internet connection at work or at a friend's house or whatever. You basically just need to log into your Google account on your phone or on a different computer. So let's start with the guide. So the first thing we will have to do is set up Chrome Remote Desktop on your PC. So what you basically need is open your Chrome browser, log into your account, and then search Google for Chrome Remote Desktop. So pick one of the first Chrome Web Store links you get in the search results, and you'll get to this place right here. It's the Chrome Remote Desktop app, and as you can see in the top right corner it says plus and then free. You just click that, and then you will install the Chrome Remote Desktop app to your Chrome browser. The next steps on the screen, they're actually in German because I tried to change the language in the Chrome browser, but it doesn't really work. So it's basically probably the same layout in English, and I will walk you through, so it doesn't really matter. So after you press that little free button, it will ask you if you really want to install this app to your Chrome browser, and you just go to add. I'll put a little red circle around it. It's different in German, but it's probably going to be the same layout as I said. After that is done, you will have the Chrome Remote Desktop app shortcut in your Google thing, whatever. So after you start the application, it's going to ask you for some permissions that it needs on your computer, for your computer, whatever. So you just click next, and then you're going to get on the next screen. And on this screen, you have to press accept, but it looks a little different on my computer because I've already installed it. What could basically happen now is that it will install or download a little packet called, I think, Google Remote Desktop, whatever, host something. And yeah, you have to install that or double click it after you downloaded it. And at this part, I don't know, I think the Chrome Remote Desktop might be like in a beta state. I had to restart the browser multiple times and install the file multiple times to get to the next screen, but maybe you're lucky and it will actually work right away. After you've done all that, you're going to get this screen right here, and this is actually the app itself. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to the bottom one. It says My Computer, and yeah, have access to your computer from everywhere is basically the translation. I don't know what it actually says in English. And you're gonna press the button Start Now. After that is done, you're gonna get this screen right here, and you're gonna click the remote connection start button. I don't know what it says in English, but I guess it's something like that. And when you've done that, you're gonna get to the next screen, and it's gonna ask you to choose a 6-digit number, which will be necessary to gain access to this computer from a different device. So now you're basically done with installing the app on your PC and getting it ready for a remote connection. The final screen you get should actually look like this. You have on the bottom your computer, and you have a little blue screen, and next to that is your computer name, whatever your computer name is. I think you can actually edit that, but it doesn't really matter. So let's start with the Android setup. So you're going to take your phone, go to the Google Play Store, and search for the Chrome Remote Desktop app. So after you found the application in the Play Store, you just install it, and then you open it. So this is what it looks like after you start the application. And you have to be sure that you're using the same Google account on your phone as you are using on your PC. As you can see right here, I am, and it instantly tells me that I have, or I could gain access, or it shows me that my computer, your computer name, is actually ready for a remote desktop connection. So you're going to click on your computer name or touch or whatever you do, and it's going to ask for that 6-digit number that you either wrote down or you memorized. And after you put that number in, you press connect, and that's it. You're connected, and now you have your PC desktop on your Android phone, and you can actually move the mouse cursor with your finger. You can press the left mouse button. I think if you tap on the screen, there are a lot of commands you can actually do. You have to look up on the Google Help thing. It doesn't really matter because we don't really need this for what we're trying to do. So basically that was all we had to do on our phone for now. The next thing you're going to do is you have to go back to your PC, press on the Windows Home or Start button on the bottom left corner, and you have that little search field down where you can type stuff. What you're going to do is you're going to type in there OSK, which is the on-screen keyboard, and you will need this for a couple of commands in the game. And this is what it will actually look like on your desktop. So you can actually change the size of the keyboard, and you have to see what suits you, because I mean I'm using a Galaxy Note 3 as my phone, which is actually quite big, and I'm using like a 37-inch TV as my monitor. So the scale of my stuff that I have on my screen is going to be different than what you're going to have, I guess. So you have to just see what works and what doesn't. So the next thing we're going to do, so you're going to start the game and go into the video settings. Basically what we want to do is we want the computer working the least possible while running the game. This will improve performance on your phone because you're going to try to control the game with your phone, and it's actually going to cost less electricity because I mean your graphics card won't need to work that much, and the same with your CPU. So yeah, put everything on low, and the other thing you have to do is find a resolution that you can still work on when in windowed mode. So you need the windowed mode, and you need a resolution that you can still see on your screen, and you know, especially on your phone screen. You will see what I mean if you're like this far, and especially in the next part I'm going to show you. So this is what it's gonna need to look like. So you have your desktop, you have the game running in windowed mode, you can see everything in the game, and below that you will have the on-screen keyboard. And this is actually what you're going to see on your phone when you start the remote desktop connection. And this is what you're going to need to actually control the game from wherever you are. And I'm going to show you a little video now how it's actually going to work while you're doing it. So this is actually me right now controlling the game with my phone, and my computer monitor is turned off. I'm in the other room, and I'm using my finger on the screen to move around the mouse cursor, and now I'm trying to start the My League mode. And I'm doing this by double tapping, and then I think I press space on the on-screen keyboard, and you will have input lag. So sometimes you will think, oh, why isn't this working? But it will work. It will just like do the command like 2 seconds later. But you will get used to this, and you will get it to work. One thing you have to do, you have to keep in mind, is you have to unplug your controller. So before you start the game, or while you start the game, but before you leave the house. So as you saw right here, there was input lag again while choosing the CPU mode, and now there's input lag while starting the game. I think the game starts actually if you press the space bar, as you can see right here. And this is basically it. So I've tried this on the subway, I tried this at work, and it works. You can, set the game to, I don't know, 6 or 12-minute quarters, and it's just like fire and forget. Start a game, close the application, um, do your work, check back in like an hour later, and start a new game and get another 1,000 VC. I don't really know. I think for 6-minute quarters, you get like 500 or 600 VC. And one thing I kind of tested was if you're like on a limited mobile plan, you have like 1 gigabyte of data a month. Starting one game with my mobile connection, I think took like 7 or 8 megabytes. So you have to keep that in mind if you don't have any access to a wireless connection or like a free connection. This will drain your monthly bandwidth, whatever it's called. So yeah, if you found this helpful and if you were looking for this kind of method, please leave a like, leave a comment if you need help with setting this up or some other tips on this matter. I'll gladly answer your questions. So have a nice day and goodbye.